Hey, what's going on, everyone? We're going to do a quick stream slash video, just kind of going over the differences between. Why can't I see my cursor? Let's change that real quick, shall we? Capture cursor. There we go. Now we're good. Anyways, just kind of show the pros and cons of Stadia versus GeForce Now. People keep trying to compete them head to, or put them head to head, but they're really two totally different ecosystems going after two different mind shares. And we'll kind of get into that some. So why don't we open up some Destiny 2 first on GeForce Now. It's kind of give you a chance to see how they each run, how they differ, stuff like that. Let's see how it opens up. Regardless, either one's great for those that just do not want to mess with hardware anymore. I myself have kind of gotten past the keeping my PC up to date mode. I just don't want to mess with it anymore. Should probably pull up chat so I can actually see you guys too. That might be a good idea. There we go. Well, for anyone that use Stadia, you can already see it's a little bit longer. For those that like the PC-centric ecosystem, GeForce Now is great, especially if you have a backlog of games already on Steam. That's, to me, its strongest, where it's strongest. So I probably have maybe 200 games on Steam already. So if I want to play some of that backlog, I can use GeForce Now and not have to route the hardware. Because again, it pulls from that library. As long as the games are on there. It doesn't support every Steam game, but it does support a good number of them. So the downside to that, though, is you're having to deal with multiple launchers. So here, we'll just load in somewhere and then we'll just keep trying that with the other one too. So you deal with the Epic launcher, the Steam launcher, the Uplay launcher, the Origin launcher, which is cool if you like that and want to shop the different launchers for sales on games, things like that. But there's some like myself that just don't want to mess with that. I just want a simple button push. And also not have to worry about the hardware, so that's when maybe something like Stadia might be better for those people. Because you want a simple console type experience, but none of the hassle of, that PC might give you. As you can see, it runs really well. I had beta tested GeForce Now for a long time before it went public. And I'm using keyboard mouse. You really don't feel anything. It's pretty nuts. Maybe slightly more input lag than Stadia, but I think we're talking just some milliseconds. Because it's really hard to feel. Okay. So we can see how it runs. Let's open it up on Stadia now. So you can kind of see the difference between how they load in. Let's go here. See how they load in, how they run, all that stuff. Let's see how this works. We'll try this with a few games. We'll try this with Destiny, we'll try it with Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and we'll try it with Assassin's Creed, since I have all three of those on both platforms. Right off the bat, you can see you definitely get in on Stadia faster, again, because you're not having to go to those different launchers and sync up. Like I said, GeForce Now is having to sync up to the Steam launcher and then launch the game. And if you haven't signed in a while, then it's going to force you to sign in as well. Luckily, I think I've signed in all the platforms, so we can kind of skip that headache part of it. Yo, what's up, Solid? So again, both great services. They can just complement each other. For my backlog on Steam, I can use GeForce Now and not have to worry about hardware. And then moving forward with games where I just want that simple one button push, I can just get those on Stadia. It's kind of a win-win. It's not like one needs to succeed and the other needs to fail. I was having this discussion with someone else earlier. What's up, Edgardo? Someone was like, GeForce Now is going to kill Stadia, and I was like, really? Has PC gaming killed console gaming? No, it's the opposite. They both kind of push each other, because that's what this is. GeForce Now is PC gaming centric. It's a PC ecosystem versus Stadia, which is a console ecosystem. They're two separate ecosystems going after two different mind shares. Like I said, input latency feels pretty identical. Maybe Stadia's just slightly more. This one's Stadia. The picture definitely looks better to me. I think it's the aliasing. The aliasing's a little bit better. Okay, I don't want to get too far because we're going to try a few different games. Alright, so that was Stadia. And after this is up, we can always go back. Now let's try GeForce Now, and we'll do Assassin's Creed. Well, thanks, Meg. Yeah, I just want those gamers that may be unaware and just kind of get fed off social media what the true differences are. Because there's a pretty big difference between the two. So you can see here again, GeForce is talking to Steam to sync it up. And then I think with Assassin's Creed, it also has to go through the Uplay launcher. Which we'll probably see that in a second. And again, if you like that PC-centric ecosystem, it's great for you. Because you can just play your backlog wherever you are on any device. But like I said, a lot of people like myself, we just want that simple button click. And also don't want to worry about hardware. So yeah, you can see now it's going through the actual Uplay launcher. So the get into game aspect of GeForce Now is definitely longer. But once you're in there, it does feel good. Will you purchase Doom Eternal when it comes out? Yep. I will in a heartbeat. This isn't Friday the 13th. No, it's not. I'm showing people the difference between Stadia and GeForce Now. I thought I'd do a quick video. Yeah, you can see. Oh, you'll see when I start this up on Stadia just how significantly faster it is. Again, once you're in game, it does feel really good. It's just that initial get in. Yeah, GeForce Now launched, Ed. It's official. So if you have any like games on Steam you want to play through the cloud on anything, then that's what GeForce Now is good for. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Doom Eternal solid. I'm also it sounds like Division 2 is probably going to be coming out that same month, so I'm already busy trying to clear my backlog on Stadia, but now I'm being even more busy. More busy? Busier? More busiest? Just make stuff up. I was playing Dead by Daylight. I'm pretty amazing as the killer. Dude, you're pretty good. On Friday the 13th as a killer, too. You're also good at killing other survivors in Friday the 13th. When you drag Jason over to him. You big jerk. So as you all can tell, Ed here is someone I play with quite a bit. Played with him on Xbox a lot. Though now I primarily play on Stadia. I still try to get over there and play with him sometimes. I'm pretty sure this part of the load on GeForce Now is longer as well. So that part that we just had to wait through. Again, you can see works pretty well. There's jump, dodge, dodge. I mean, there's like no input lag. Assassin's Creed isn't the best shower of input lag anyways. It's kind of slow. Okay, so we saw that. Now let's try it in Stadia so you can see the difference. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free while I'm running through this comparison. So now we'll do it on Stadia. And remember, on GeForce Now we had to go through the 2 different, well, I guess technically 3 different launchers. You're launching it from GeForce Now, which is then connecting to Steam, which is then connecting to Uplay, and then launching the game. Whereas Stadia games are purposely built for look at that, it's like instantly in, are purposely built for Stadia for cloud gaming only. So they're built with that in mind. So you are going to get just much faster speeds when you're going into games. Purdy. Oh, I guess I can skip this stuff. And of course, it's tied to Uplay. You don't have to go through their launcher, since it's natively built for Stadia. But it does still connect to the Uplay Club and all that. My gosh, Amazon just dropped something else off at my door. Is anyone else's family like mine where I feel like we get Amazon packages daily, or is it just me? Okay, here we go. What's going to be really interesting is when Amazon announces their plans and we mess around with that. I'm going to assume it's going to be closer to what GeForce Now is doing, but we'll see. So this part of the load, yeah, see that even that part of the load was way faster. I'm not sure what that equates to compared to GeForce Now. I was pretty sure they were on solid state drives, but their load it took a little while. Input lag's the same, imperceptible, even using keyboard and mouse. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Yes, Amazon even started delivering on weekends here recently. Yeah, same here. Saturdays, Sundays, it doesn't matter. They're like, screw the rules, we're delivering every day. Okay, so we got to see the difference on that game. Now, let's try, what's our next test? Borderlands 3. So this one at GeForce Now, when it first came out, I tried it 3 times and it crashed all 3 times on GeForce Now. So let's hope it works this time. And I also had to, one of those 3 times I connected it to the Epic launcher. So again, like we talked about earlier, it's very PC centric on GeForce Now, so you have to deal with all the launchers. But since I've signed in already, I think we should be able to skip it. You deliver Amazon? Oh, I didn't know that, Ed. Wow, well thanks, man. I don't think you'll deliver all the way to me, but I appreciate it. Yeah, see, because I signed in all these launchers, it's a little faster now. At least we skipped the sign-in process. Some Borderlands 3. Borderlands. I love all looter shooters. Stadia's gonna take all my time. Man, Division 2 coming? So now we have Destiny 2, Borderlands 3, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which is also a looter shooter now. There's just gonna be too many. I won't have any time. Yeah, knowing Amazon, I doubt they will put as much into the platform as Google, but I'm sure it'll be the best deal money-wise. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see, won't it? I know a lot of people are talking if they include it in Prime, that would just be an amazing deal, and I agree, it would be an amazing deal. I just don't see how they would be able to do it fiscally, because I know they're already losing money on Prime. I feel like they'd have to do another tier, maybe? Introduce a higher tier? I have no clue. Unless they just write it off by trying to make it back with game sales, maybe? I mean, they could even tie it back into their store, right? You just buy a digital game on their Amazon store, and it just automatically feeds into their streaming service. It'd be pretty crazy. If they did Prime now, that would be game-changing. I couldn't even imagine. With, like, no price difference. So as you can see, same thing. Again, no noticeable latency lag. I'm not used to keyboard and mouse, so if I miss something, that's just on my bad aim. Load-in was pretty fast on that one. Like I said, I signed in earlier to the Epic Launcher, so that load-in wasn't bad either. All right. Now let's try it on Stadia. Sometimes that logging out of games takes a little bit longer too on GeForce Now, I'm noticing. I think it's having to close down the instance of the launcher as well. Or offer price matching on games. Like from the Stadia store, is that what you mean? Yeah, that's... They have a lot they can do, and I definitely feel like Amazon has been playing on it for a while, right? Because Amazon has their own game engine that they developed. They actually have game studios that have already been making games for a while now. They have the cloud infrastructure. Like, they have stuff in place and have had stuff in place for years now. Yeah, so you can see how much faster that got into the game. Again, it's not that GeForce Now is bad. I think it's great, but it's just a totally different type of service. That is really loud, Gearbox. It's a totally different service. It's very PC centric. If you prefer playing on PC, it's great for you, especially if you have a backlog. But like I said, I want one button click and I'm in a game, like instantly. I don't want to wait. I want to tinker with settings. Play. Let's see. I think now I'm playing Stadia right now on the Chrome browser. Remember, on the Chromecast Ultra, it supports up to 4K, so it definitely looks better than Stadia Base and GeForce Now when you're playing over the Chromecast, because it's running at that 4K. Or some of the games are upscaled, but still they look better. But on the 1080 versions, they all look pretty much the same, and the latency's pretty much the same. Hey, let's farm this chest while we're here, because you know that red chest event is going on. And I don't want to pass up this opportunity to maybe get something cool. Crap, crap, crap. Okay, well you guys saw me get all crap, so that's cool. What's up, Charles? Was doing a very quick video, just kind of showing the difference on 3 different games loading into, wow, that was crap too, loading into Stadia and GeForce Now. And just talking about the differences, how they can coexist. Like for me personally, I'll use GeForce Now I'll use the free version for my back catalog on Steam, if I ever want to play one of those games. Or maybe get a free game on PC, then I'll use it for that. But since I want that console simple single button push experience where I have that single friend list, that single achievement list, that single launcher, that's what I want personally. But in the cloud, so I don't have to worry about hardware, Stadia is the way for me to go. That did make sense. Stadia is the way to go for me. It was a very long Monday. Again, some people like having the multiple launchers because maybe they can compare prices on stores. I totally get that. I just want a single ecosystem, but in the cloud as well, so I don't have to worry about hardware moving forward. Because not having that cost, saving the $500 on a new console can be put to what, 8 games? I mean, if you pay for full price game, that's 8 games. 8 additional games you could get by not buying a console. If you're paying full price, and most of the time we don't pay full price. We look for those deals, so yeah, that was it. I think that's the 3 games. Should I see if there's anything else here? Let's see if there's any other games that I have on both I can compare. Let's see. I don't think I do. Wait, did I do Ghost Recon Breakpoint? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, let's do that one. There we go. 4. You guys get a bonus game. I thought it was just 3. We get 4 games. I knocked over so many Xboxes and got the red circle of death for clumsy people stating. Not only that, so that's a great point. I actually, oh, see, this is one of the things you have to deal with. So, again, because it's multiple launchers, let's put in the verification code. This won't help you guys hack my account, so I should be fine showing this on stream. Um, yeah, because there's multiple launchers, then sometimes. Okay, hold on. That's another issue. I think I have Ghost Recon on Steam and not Uplay. Oh no, that's what it is. I used to have it on Uplay. Through Uplay Plus. Okay, never mind. We can't do that one. So we'll go back and see if there's others. I confused myself. Yeah, so I had 6 red rings of death. Man, would you close already? So I feel your pain there, Meg. What was I saying about the bonus? Oh, the bonus I noticed with the cloud gaming. So the room I play in is a little bit smaller. It's kind of like an office setup. In the summer months, when that computer's going full blast or console and stuff, it can get really warm. So my room is quieter and cooler with cloud gaming. How about that for a side bonus that I didn't even think of? All right, GeForce now. You got to do something. Make me look bad. Can you close? There we go. All right, let's see if there's anything else on here that I have on both. I don't think so. Nope. So why don't we just play some for a little bit and we'll chat? Should we just farm some on Borderlands? Why don't we just farm some on Borderlands? Turn that down a bit. Yeah, so a good little side bonus there. Cut down on heat and everything else. Let's pull this up. Oh, shut up, Xbox. I'm not turning you on. There we go. Just look at my controller real quick. Wish you could link accounts and have your supported games just shut up. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, the way it is now. I forgot to turn that down. Sorry, that part is so friggin' loud. The way it is now, you have to search, right? That is a pain in the rear. Like, I don't remember what all games I own on Steam. That's the meme, right? We have like thousands of games, but we play like 2 of them. It's so accurate. Because we hit up a Steam sale or get something for free through Humble Bundle or who knows what, and then we never play them. We're just like, hey, it's free. I'm just gonna add it to my library. Me personally, that's one of the things I liked about Stadia. It was like starting from a clean slate, right? Because we're getting to jump into the ecosystem from the very beginning, which is why my resolution this year was to make sure I play my backlog. Of course, I've already been picking up more games than I probably should, so it's already affecting my backlog. But hey, well tracked, beast. All right, let's check this chest and then let's farm a little bit. So, any other questions or anything before I wrap this up? Just thought I'd do some farming in case you guys had anything. Like I said, I just wanted to do a quick comparison video so you can see the differences and we can talk through them. Let's go to... Where's I going? Jacob's Estate. So for those of you that play Borderlands on Stadia, because it hasn't gotten the updated patch yet, which I'm going to assume it's going to be soon because they said early 2020, but you can make the best of it by farming some spots that they fixed with the patch, including this one on your way to Jacob's Estate. There's like a guaranteed loot tank that spawns every time. I will show you where it is. I'm running a pet radiation build, by the way, on my flak, if you couldn't tell. It's not a great build at all. Oh, a loot tank right there. I just think it's fun. I have been using the Stadia controller more. I actually really enjoy it. But on the PC, a lot of times I'll use the... Oh, crap, I just killed myself. The Elite controller. Thanks, Pup. Man, they really cranked up the effects in this game, didn't they? Sometimes it makes the enemies way hard to see. Kill the Goliath, hurry. So the other thing I'm kind of planning on, since I'm saving on the console, I may start squirreling money away for a new TV. Kind of like something with a little bit lower input lag. Oh my gosh, another order tank. What are the chances? Got him. So what's everyone been playing lately? Been farming stuff like me? Ooh. I did finish Guilt last night. That game is fantastic, by the way. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. It is currently a Stadia exclusive, and it is a pro game this month, so you get it for free if you claim it, so make sure you do that. It is really, 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 really good. Really good. Nope, nope. So this guy right here, that loot tank, he's the one that spawns every time. And I'll show you what makes this farm spot just insane. Like even more so than a guaranteed loot tank. Those legendaries fly, baby! Anything I want to keep? No. Maybe the red fang. No. Okay. Oh, crap. So see, look, after we kill him, if we just quit... By the way, another bonus of this over the standard console game, if that's what you're used to. The load-ins, especially on this game, are insanely faster. It makes this quit and restart again farming method much more enjoyable. Oh shoot, I just realized I'm missing chat, my bad. It wasn't refreshing. Okay, I did monthly for a while, but I didn't play them. I mainly have free and humble games on Steam. Missed the deal on Borderlands 3, waiting on either another deal or tax return. Oh, yeah, that's when I picked it up, was that deal. That was a really good deal. Apex. F13. What's F13? We started Metro enjoying it so far. Dude, Metro's great. Actually, that's probably next to my backlog. I've actually got a couple now. Apologies on that, folks. I was missing chat the whole time. I didn't even realize it because YouTube chat wasn't updating. But now it should be. So you can see, you just quit right there at that spot and then hit play again, continue, and you spawn right here where that guaranteed loot tank spawns. And again, that's only because we haven't got the patch yet. As soon as we get that patch, that's gone. So it's a blessing and a curse, right? We haven't gotten the updated patch yet because they kind of want to do it all in one go. But the silver lining is we get to farm this loot tank for all he has. Until he is no more. And go, oh, this is a really good weapon for me. Look at that gamma burst, that's what I'm looking for right there. That gamma burst buff. Oh, this might be a good weapon for me for a while. Want to stop by and show some support. Yo, Chase, thanks, man. How are you doing? I start off the show going through a few different games, kind of showing the differences between GeForce Now, Stadia, how they can coexist, how they can actually complement each other, because they're two different ecosystems going after two different mind shares. Me personally, I'll use GeForce Now for my Steam backlog, well, and Uplay and everything else. And all new stuff will be on Stadia, because I want that simple one-button push and not have to worry about hardware. So there you go. Good stuff. That's right. It's all good stuff. People helping people. Yeah, I had that I was telling others earlier. I had that discussion, and it made me think of an analogy. It was a Reddit post I saw where they were talking about how GeForce Now will kill Stadia, like completely. Stadia is just going to no longer exist, and I was like, okay, well, with that line of thinking, PC gaming would have killed console gaming because GeForce Now is PC gaming in the cloud, and Stadia is console gaming in the cloud. So, did PC gaming kill consoles or vice versa? Of course not. They've both actually grown because we have billions of gamers out there who are still looking to join the fold. So, once you think of it that way, you're like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. Maybe I shouldn't say stuff like that. Yeah, maybe not. Hey, look at that, we got anointed. And I'm just doing some Q&A while we farm some Borderlands. I don't think it's quite as hard as that other one. I'm gonna have to do some testing. I don't know, it hits pretty freaking hard though, doesn't it? At least when the Gamma Burst is active. I'll do the free tier, Stadia for AAA and Switch. Yeah, dude, exactly. I mean, even for Xbox for exclusives, we can use what? Our existing PC or xCloud? Because eventually they'll just do everything on xCloud. I mean, everything's going to the cloud. But yeah, I'm the same way. I actually downgraded to the free version on GeForce Now, even though I still get the pro version through, or whatever they call it, the premium version, through May. But yeah, use it for the backlog. Anything I own elsewhere, and then all the new stuff like Cyberpunk and that, buying on here. Who was Chutoy fighting? Oh, he killed him. Oh, that was a waste of a grenade. Cool. Well, I don't want this to go too long. I wanted to keep this a short, informative video, mostly to show people the differences. Did anyone else have any questions or anything you wanted to go over? Any thoughts? Any anecdotes? Limericks? Song lyrics? Jokes? Otherwise, we'll do one more quick farm run, and then we'll get out of here. For those that don't know, there is a big, something I just thought, a big, what we're calling Stadia Super Saturday. This upcoming Saturday on the 15th, day after Valentine's Day. So 2 things all of you should not forget. A lot of the community creators are going to have times where they're doing stuff on their different platforms. So YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, whatever. Just kind of playing. Ooh, let's take that one just in case. Playing Stadia. Oh, there's another Gamma Burst one. Answer any questions, showing stuff off, doing some giveaways, some contests. It's actually going to be a whole lot of fun, and I am super looking forward to it. So make sure you check that out. Chase 4th here is one of those. I think there's a few here right now that are a few of those. I will say, I was talking about it on Twitter earlier, but this, wow, I'm getting some good stuff right now. This community is one of the absolute best I've ever seen. I've never seen a community come together like this. It truly is a family, and they all help each other. It's not like some of these other streaming platforms or just platforms in general where everyone's like, no, I want my piece of the pie and you can't have any. Everyone's just helping each other and just enjoying it together. And just everyone's approachable too. Even some of these bigger streamer people, you can just play with them. You can just talk with them. It's absolutely wonderful. Can't tell you enough how much I play it. All right, let's see. I think GeForce doing that beta test thing. Which beta test thing? I think GeForce Now is primarily for Steam and PC users already in the ecosystem. So yeah, 100% Chase. It's great for that backlog especially. Would you recommend getting games on Steam just for GeForce Now? I mean, if you like PC gaming, then well, yeah, I guess so. Just keep PC gaming. Personally, I didn't want that anymore. I used to PC game a lot. I mean, this computer I'm actually running it on has a 2080 and everything. Like, I could run a lot of stuff really, really well. But moving forward, I don't have to worry about hardware. And I really got tired of the multiple launchers and friends lists and things, because I like to be able to play with my friends and keep in touch with them. And if someone's in, yeah, I don't know, like the Epic launcher most of the time, and someone else is in the Steam launcher, like they have no way to like see each other easily. I don't know. It's very clunky, the PC ecosystem, and I just wasn't into that anymore. But if you are, 100%, they have great sales. So does the Epic Store and everything else. I don't have a backlog on PC at all. Oh, well, yeah, then maybe don't. I mean, try it because it's free. You can try it for the free games, right? You can try it for Apex and some of those others. Yeah, agreed, Charles. There is no toxicity in this community. I am really loving it. I think it's one of the main reasons I actually am enjoying Stadia so much, is because the community is one of the best I've ever seen. It's pretty incredible, actually. Just seeing the love even on Twitter. I don't know if a lot of you use Twitter a lot, but just seeing the back and forth, people talking to each other and lifting each other up, and it's pretty incredible. Like, I've met a lot of you through that. Show stinks like sex in here. I didn't even see what it was, Cloud, because I was on something else. I hope it doesn't. I mean, it's been a little while. Should have aired out by now. The beta test network thing. Oh, yeah, so I've been a part of that actually for a long time. That GBTN, I've actually been part of their network for quite a while on the Xbox and PlayStation side. So I just had to go into my profile and add the Stadia link. That's cool that they added that. I'm actually excited about that. There's a lot of these little things that keep popping up that are just showing how much they're really investing in it. Especially all the money they're putting into more studios and hirings and everything else. So we're trying to decide if I like this weapon or not. One thing about my radiation build, it is really hard to see bad guys. Like, which one's the bad guy, which one's my dog? You guys are just what? Oh, there's a Hellwalker for someone. I won't use that, but maybe one of my buddies on Stadia will. I'll save it for someone. What's your Stadia handle? I'll add you. Oh, it's at the bottom there. Bottom left. Ashes to Ashes, right by that Stadia symbol. And then far right is the Twitter. It's so great to see you, Cloud. Cloud Runner is one of my favorite Twitch streamers. If you guys ever hit up Twitch, check him out. I absolutely love the guy. It's like another brother I didn't even know I had up in the Great White North of Canadian town. He fits well in this community. I think I may do it for the Switch and Stadia. Can put what I make back into gaming. Oh, awesome, Charles. I think Beej figured out probs. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Good. Hey, there's a friend request. Got it. No, not you, Ed. I said Cloud Runner. You stream on, I don't know what you stream on. DLive? You still stream on DLive? I bet most people here haven't even heard of it. Never streamed in my life. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Cloud. Beej is, that's his job. He works in data and cloud and storage. Like, he knows that shit. So, yeah, any issues, yeah, or just reach out to him, man. He's good people. Said, Stadia, man. People helping people. Hell no, don't DLive. Okay. So don't go see Ed on DLive. Apparently he's done with that. Dude, look at this. How hard is it to see people with this radiation build? But it's just so fun because there's just like explosions, and as we all know, explosions are really cool. Oh, badass up there. Get him. He dead. Slam. What's this? Nope. Don't need that. Don't need that. Boo hoo. Let's try it again. See if you guys have any more questions. This is on Stadia. How you look? Oh wait, let's go. Start from the beginning because I'm skipping stuff. I pulled everything that I had with DLive. Trying to figure out if I should do YouTube or Mixer. Why not do both? Do Restream. See what kind of community you start getting on one, and then if one builds, just stick with that one if you want. Yeah, we updated 3 drivers, did a hard reset, and hooked up my Ethernet again. Awesome. Yeah, usually power cycling helps a lot. And then Nitro. This is on Stadia. How you like? Man, I love Stadia. Earlier in the video, if you want to go back and watch the vid, I was showing the 3 and talking about the differences. Like I've stated here many times already tonight, they can absolutely coexist and complement each other. GeForce Now I'm going to use for my backlog and anything I already own on Steam, or maybe exclusives that may only be on those platforms, and then Stadia for all my third-party, their Stadia exclusives that Google's doing, and any new third parties coming out. It'll definitely be my main platform, but for backlog and things, I'll use GeForce Now. But I absolutely love Stadia. And like we were just talking about, the community is a big part of it. I absolutely love the community. We'll see how the community holds up when base launches, because there's going to be a lot of new people joining the service. But as long as we kind of set the precedent, right, of what the community is like, then we can always hope that that kind of seeps into the others that join. Right? Is that wishful thinking, that we can help shape the platform community? It probably is, isn't it? Did my family need something? Oh no, that was a delivery. Sorry, I was checking my phone periodically in case wife and daughter need anything. Family man, gotta keep them happy. So I can do things like this. Play Stadia with all the friends. So as you can see, this farming spot before we get the patch, very, very good. It's in Eden 6. So you want to get to the Eden 6 story. Get to the Jacob's Estate part, and then you'll have it unlocked. A little multiplayer is supposed to be good due to LAN servers. I think an announcement drops soon because 3 months next week. Yeah, so Nitro, on the multiplayer side, you're 100% correct. The multiplayer is way better. I have noticed that actually on Destiny, whenever I have gotten into Crucible matches. I know it can be harder just because of the population, but when you do get in, it just feels better. It feels like no one has any kind of unfair advantage due to connection, because we're all just basically connected through a giant LAN party. And there's no cheats or hacks. So I was starting to run into that on Destiny on the PC side, especially with, I forget the name of them, where they interrupt the connection. Someone will probably post it in here. Lag switches, that's what it is. And some other things. And you don't have to worry about that here, because they don't have access to the code or anything. So yeah, on the multiplayer side, it's really good. And then they can make the multiplayer side just bigger, right? Like they've talked about many times, they could do like 1,000-player battle royales and things like that. It'll be cool when we get to see those Stadia-specific games with stuff like that. Still don't know if I like this gun yet or not. I think announcement drops soon because 3 months and next week. Announcement drops soon on base? Is that what you're talking about? It'd be kind of cool if they announce it at GDC. Just because that's when they'd have all the developers there, so it would maybe entice them more, right? Because you have potential to get all these people that can hop on the platform for free and just try their game and then buy it, like with no barriers. Never even thought of that for the hacking? Oh yeah, there's none. That was one of their big selling points. You have no access to the software, so no bots, hackings, things like that. Everyone has the same connection to each other because they're kind of in the LAN. Yeah, it's really good. And as 5G starts rolling out for everyone, things like Starlink, which it sounds like it's going to launch really soon. That's Elon Musk's satellite, low latency, high speed internet. So you'll be able to get high speed, low latency like anywhere. I could be on a fucking mountain somewhere and just log into Stadia. Although I should probably enjoy the mountain. But you get what I'm saying. Like, when a lot of this stuff starts launching, becomes mainstream, you'll just be able to do it everywhere. I think that's why these services, we're starting to see such an influx all of a sudden of them starting to hit the market, because they want to get their community set and get their ecosystem in place before these trends start to really become prevalent, because if they wait till that is the case, it's going to be too late. You're going to have major players that are ahead of the game and just take off. So I get why some of these came out a little bit earlier than maybe they were thinking at first. I mean, I think Stadia did, although we're starting to see some of the Stadia-specific features now. I think GeForce Now, even though it's been in beta forever, still probably came out a little bit early. But again, I think it's because they want to hit the market before it gets real big. Makes sense. It's huge. I think something off would be nice to launch with Eternal. You're saying like a price discount on Eternal? That would be nice. I don't think they will, but that would be nice. I think that month, I think Doom 2016 will be one of the free games that month. That's my hope anyways. It kind of makes sense. Otherwise, I'm not sure why it hasn't come out yet, because that was the first game they were really testing on it, right? Although, I don't know. It seems like they already would have released it. Because if they release it as a free game, then people may hold off buying Doom Eternal because they're already playing a Doom game that month. So who knows? You're speaking my language now. Yeah, talking about the Starlink. Yeah, that's real, man. Oh, those Falcon rocket launches. He keeps putting satellites into space. It sounds like they're getting close to announcing the launch, at least over the U.S. and Canada. So it's pretty incredible. And you have other people doing the same thing. You have, I think Amazon might be getting into it, but then you have Virgin, who's definitely getting into it, and I think another third-party investment group that's also doing it. And then you also have 5G. Yeah, we'll have so many options. We'll be able to play this stuff anywhere. I love it. Big thing for me, just because I want to, I want to be able to support my family as best I can. Just not having to buy hardware or upgrades or anything is pretty huge for me. I'm super looking forward to it. Man, that was a really bad farm run that time. Could you imagine Stadia stuff in the Crew 2? I'd love to see mods. I was saying base should launch with Eternal. Oh, base should launch with Eternal. That would be sick. That would totally make sense too, since Doom was the first game they talked about, wasn't it? I like that. That's smart. So could you imagine Crew or Stadia stuff in the Crew 2? I'd love to see mods. I know they're talking to devs about supporting mods. Curious to see when we'll see some of the first games that have that incorporated. People said it would never happen on consoles, and then Bethesda was like, F you, it's happening on consoles, right? So the fact that they've already said they're talking to devs about it is a good sign. We know they are. I should switch back to my other weapon and see if it's better. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one's still this one still hits way harder. I'll save that other one though, just in case. I don't know what it is about this one. I feel like something's broken on it. It just hits so freaking hard. Yeah, it just melts things. Like a really big map for the Crew 2. Oh yeah, that'd be sick. That's the kind of stuff they can do, right? That's what, man, I am so excited for the Stadia specific stuff. You can probably hear the excitement in my voice. Or it's something I ate. But I'm really looking forward to the Stadia specific games, where they can really just push the envelope. The first party ones especially. I am so stoked for. I need to check these blue more. There's a shotgun called the Protuberance I've been looking for and I keep forgetting. I'm curious what their big first AAA game will be. Hundreds of thousands of players MMO. I know, wouldn't that be sick? which they could do, right? People have talked about it a lot. I love this game, which is Star Citizen. They're making that game so huge, but a game like that, one of the big issues they were having is server, and like right now I think they can only have 32 in a cluster, something like that. Like with a setup like Stadia, you don't even have to worry about that. You have the power of the entire data center that's powering it. You have like 1,000 ships. It's like in one area. It's so nuts. Damn it, Chase. Now you got me thinking about a big-ass MMO. Dude, I would love for them to make an MMO. Hey, you big-time community creators like Chase and you, go talk to Google for me. Say, hey, make an MMO. Make it so. What, Oscar Citizen? No, Star Citizen? Huge space game. Agree before Stadia. 24/7 living, breathing server. Yep, absolutely. Before Stadia was announced, I was expecting to not play a game for a couple of years. Oh, just because of hardware, yeah. Not regionally segmented. Yeah, you can just have them all in a huge data center. Yeah, I definitely like this gun a lot. Alright, come on, big money, no whammies. And it got me that stupid, what is it? Scourge. Ooh, wait, is that a shotgun? Nope. That is definitely not a shotgun. That is a sniper. Jade, Jack, and JJ all intimated that was a game that would be cool in the future. Yeah, they talked about the big Battle Royale a lot too, right? I'm hoping that was a hint, because this game could use a good PvP game, like a PUBG or Apex, or I know those down the line will happen eventually. I mean, they'll just have to, especially as the community grows. Activision and those guys will be like, okay, we can't ignore this community anymore. We could be selling like 1 million more copies. But I'd also like to see a first party build a game specifically for this platform that's built like that. Oh man, I would love that. Battle Royales are really the only multiplayer PvP type of game I really like anymore. It's just so different. And then making their own would just be sick. Any open world exploration should come. Yeah, imagine worlds where it's just almost no limit. Like even a game like No Man's Sky, which is huge because of the way that they generate the universe, right? Like on Stadia, you could have limitless players in the same region, which right now they're limited, right? I think they're limited at 16 on a single planet. Last I played, I think that's what it was. I think consoles is 8, but like on Stadia, you really wouldn't have a limit. Just have fucking everyone on one planet building homes. Have Coruscant in real life. Oh my god, that'd be so sick. Dude, I was thinking about this earlier today. If you had a game like No Man's Sky with the setup that Stadia has, that's Ready Player One. Like legit, you could have a Ready Player One, because the developers have already put in the game ways to build different things and synchronize different things and light different things, and like even that music thing that they added recently. Like you could have hundreds of players, thousands of players on a single planet building up these different planets that are different experiences and different games within the universe. Like you could have the players build Ready Player One. Oh my gosh. Damn, that's cool. I mean, how cool is that? Just make a big sandbox like that and give all the players the tools and almost limitless number of them on a single planet, and just build it. Just build what you want. Have a planet that's just nothing but PvP. A planet that's nothing but buildings. A planet that's nothing, that's racing. You could totally do that.
Let them hear your rage.
But you need that large infrastructure like a data center to really power that. Man, I got all excited about that. Yo, what's up, bro? I actually want a Stadia hub like PlayStation Home used to be. Yeah, it's almost like that. Just on a much grander scale, right? God, that'd be so sick. I almost teared up a little bit just thinking about it. That's like the dream stuff right there. Yeah. chat's gonna be like, this guy's a big baby. He was talking about No Man's Sky and he started crying. It was really weird. I was uncomfortable. Okay. I'm showing you this cool farming spot before we get the patch, but I'm not getting anything from it. So everyone's probably like, your farming sucks. And this guy just kicked my dog's butt. Hey, get up, boy. Paving the way for Whirl Away. So, yeah, that's what I mean. And the devs wouldn't even have to really do it. Like, you kind of put the tools in place so the players can play it. And as we've seen in games, dude, players can do way more than the developers even thought was possible if they get the tools in their hands. So you just have this gigantic universe made, put the tools in place, give them almost unlimited players on a single planet to start building stuff together. It'd be sick. Absolutely sick. All right, let's try a few more. I said I was going to cut this short, but you guys keep talking and it's fun. So I'm going to keep doing it. Apologize for those that just wanted the short little info video. But now we're in game mode and chat mode.
Ready to go?
Oh, I missed your Meg. I missed your Fortnite and other free play. Yeah. That's the ones I was thinking about earlier that will definitely come at some point. Again, once the community reaches a certain threshold, especially when base launches, I think people are underestimating how big that's going to cause it to. Ooh, that's a order tink right there. I think they're underestimating how big it's going to get at that point. That's when the developers are going to be like, the publishers are going to be like, oh well, shit. All right, well we should probably launch on there now because there's a lot of people, and they may already have that thinking, especially with Google kind of pushing the sharing and YouTube integration, right? They may just not want to talk about it yet until it gets bigger. And maybe until the narrative changes, right? Because a lot of us have seen the narrative from people just trying to get clicks and views. So they may be wanting to wait until it grows and that narrative kind of dies down and then really talk about it. That would make sense. Gotta run. Keep up the great work, brother. Hey, thanks, Chase. Appreciate it, man. It was great chatting with you as always. I love all your stuff. If no one's stopped by Chase's channel at Stadia Talk, great content. I fucking love that guy's Saturday morning talks. Just sits with a cup of coffee and eating who knows what out of a box. Last time it was a muffin. I think before that it was oatmeal or something. Waffles. Turkey dinner. Turkey dinner in a can. I don't know. But they're fun. Great content. Appreciate it, Chase. Looking forward to watching all of you on Saturday, too. In another of the GDC videos, they went into detail about how they would be able to reuse systems and use machine learning to accelerate development. Yeah, 100%. That is one thing that Google is way ahead of everyone else on, is machine learning. So it makes sense that they push that a lot. Ooh, what's that gamma burst weapon? I'm not going to use that. I picked it up, didn't I? Yep, I sure did. Yeah, 100% they're going to be pushing that a lot because they're just so far ahead of machine learning. Developers able to use machine learning for role-playing games. They've talked about that, right? So you could have like actual live conversations with NPCs that makes total sense instead of a script that's just like contextually driven based on answers. It like responds to you like an actual person would. Yeah, there's some sick stuff they can really do with their tech behind it. I'm super excited. Man, that was a bad run too. Oh yeah, Meg, I need to make sure I catch your one of your streams too. I noticed that you do that on a few different platforms. I need to check that out. I've heard good things. Those of you using Stadia, are you enjoying it as much as I have? Anything in particular you're kind of looking forward to? We got 2 hoarder tanks, baby! Yeah, look at all that. Look at all that gold and goodness. I think I just woke up the neighborhood because I screamed really loud. I don't care. Totally worth it. Look at that loot. I don't think it's good loot. There's not a single legendary on the ground. Whoops. Yeah, oh, that wasn't good. Got all excited for nothing. I would just like something other than shooter looter. I mean, there's lots of stuff. You're looking for a very specific type of game, though. So because I know you. You can't just say, I just don't want another shooter looter. You specifically want a battle royale. So, yeah, once that happens, you know what my first call is going to be? No, maybe not to you. Maybe to someone else. But then you. Oh, for sure, Meg. I need to make sure to stop by. I'm looking for... I know you are. I'm really into Destiny 2 on Stadia right now. I absolutely love Destiny 2. Again, like I said earlier, looter shooters are my jam, though. So this platform is like a dream to me, especially because it sounds like Division 2 is coming, which might be one of my... probably my favorites this gen right now. I actually liked it over Destiny 2, at least the new direction of Destiny 2. Yeah, we've got this, Borderlands 3, we've got Destiny 2, we've got Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which is also a looter shooter now, we've got Division 2 coming. Man, if you like to grind, this is a dream platform. Now we just need like an ARPG, right? Like a Diablo or Path of Exile. Get one of those kind of grindy games on here. Then we'd really be set. Diablo 4? Oh man. Gimme, 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 gimme. I will pay money. Diablo 4 must have. Why can't I look at this gun? Let me look at this gun. Oh, it's not good anyways. Oh, what are you? Why are you running? Oh, I thought you were like a special loot guy. Apex, COD, Battlefield. Yeah, but you like the Battle Royale of COD. Battlefield? You don't even like Battlefield. You silly man, I know you. You didn't even like the Battle Royale on Battlefield. It was great. Love Diablo, I would too. Final Fantasy 14. Man, I'd love Final Fantasy 14. We know it's coming to Xbox now, finally, so I was thinking the other day we can hope that means they're maybe moving it over to other stuff, like cloud, right? I mean, Square Enix looks to be a pretty big supporter of Stadia already. All the Tomb Raider games, we've got Final Fantasy 15. So we can hope, and I'm going to assume cross-play with PC like what ESO is going to have. That's another one I'm looking forward to is ESO. I hope it has cross-save. I know we're going to have cross-play with PC, but I don't know if we're going to have cross-save. It would make sense, but we don't know. Did you take part in the Terminator event on Breakpoint? I did. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. The story part and the cinematics I thought were great. The gameplay against the Terminators were awesome. The way they'd go down and then kind of slowly come back up like the Terminator in the movies. How you could like kind of slowly take apart their robot flesh to show the parts underneath. Man, that was cool. It's good stuff. Did you try it, Meg? Did you like it? It was awesome.
Don't pee on it this time.
It was awesome. Yeah, so good. ESO, yes, I know, right? Oh my gosh, ESO. We need to have our community. Since it's gonna be crossplay with PC, we need to have our Stadia community guild and just own every trader. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Ooh, hostile cover. Where's this guy run into? You didn't kill him, dog. You're supposed to kill him. Silly dog. conference call. Front loader. Let's see, restart maybe. Family's asking me a question about the internet. They're having issues upstairs. Which it must not be the internet. It must be the device because, well, we're on Stadia and we're not getting any hiccups. Can you still do the event? I started but didn't finish. No, it ended a couple days ago, unfortunately. Yeah. I got to level 19. The max was 21. So I missed out on the last two pieces of stuff. The last one I wanted was a truck. I was actually really upset. I thought I went one more day and I miscounted. Oops. Stupid math. But yeah, they kind of rotate those live events in and out, so I'm hoping it comes back at some point. Loved it. It was so scary. It was great. It was good, though. Those Terminators were no joke.
You find something for me?
They were like no joke. I just realized my cursor was on the screen. Sorry, guys. I just got it off. Yeah, those Terminators were no joke. Before I do this next poll, if you guys can give me one quick second, I'm going to make sure the family's good real quick upstairs. It just sounds like they're having an issue with the device. Shouldn't take me more than a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. See, told you it wouldn't take long. Super dad to the rescue. I'm just kidding. I actually didn't even really do anything. I just walked upstairs, and then everything started working. So apparently just my aura fixes things. It's pretty amazing. Here come me. I should start playing something that doesn't get me so angry. Oh, COD and Apex Breaks Control. Dude, we've had this discussion so many times, Ed, that you need to expand your gaming vocabulary and you'll be much less angry. And you always go back to playing them again, like after a day. You notice how much happier I am when I'm not playing all those anger-inducing games? Will the Terminator stuff still be available? So Charles, you can buy a lot of it in the store within the game. Not the real money store, the actual like in-game money store. That makes sense. Game money store? I think there's some specific to the battle pass they had going on during the limited event that you may not be able to get, but a lot of this stuff you can. Like skins and things, clothes. It's like crack. Yeah, to you. Dude, I can put those PvP games down. I have no issue not playing them. I work all day and game to relieve stress. The last thing I want to do is add stress on top of my work stress. Like, that just seems very counterintuitive. So look at this right now. Look at how relaxing this is, just farming this place over and over and over. It's mostly because I can no-brain it while talking to you all. Jacob's Estate. Get some ammo. Check this chest.
You find something for me?
Nothing. Crap and crap.
Yes, into the fray.
Oh, there's an anointed over here somewhere. There he is. Get him, boy. And he's dead. He didn't live very long. Ow. See what we get this time. Commander? Nothing. How about here? Nothing. Alright. I should probably really wind this down. This really was going to be a short info video. And then now I'm addicted to you all. But yeah, feel free to add me on Stadia, everyone. You can see my Stadia gamer tag there at the bottom left. Twitter there in the bottom right. Usually on Mondays, Thursdays, Friday nights. Feel free to add me. And yeah, if I have some room or something, we're playing the same game, let's we can get some game time in. Be a good time. Let's finish up with one more good farming run. And see how we do. How about that? So do you want to break your stuff right now, Ed? Is that what are you playing? Oh, and got 2 hoarder tanks. You playing Apex in that right this instant? Just red card. No. What's a barbarian shield? What is a shield? When damage, a 30% chance to drop. That's not that good. Great little stream. Oh, thanks so much, Meg. Appreciate that. Even if you called it little, I will take offense. I'm just kidding. I really do appreciate it. Ooh, what's this? The lob. Nope, it's no good. Yeah, I'll make sure to stop by and check yours out too. Really appreciate it. We won because I'm amazing in... What? That makes no sense, Ed. You won Apex because you're amazing in bed? How does that make any sense whatsoever? Okay, now I have to do one more run because now I gotta hear how this story works. I don't sew because I'm not good. I wish a lot of them had open world exploration modes. I don't sew B because? I don't PvP. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't PvP because I'm not good? Wish a lot of them had open world exclamation modes. I know what you meant, Mike. I was just having some fun. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been great tonight. As always, Stay Community rocks. Just a big old family. Come on, Ed. I'm doing one more run so I can hear this story.
He's got a nose for treasure, I see.
And also I need to hear what Charles means by B because I lost something in that. darn turrets. It's pesky. Oh, don't play BRs because you're not good. Got it. See, that's why you get good teammates. They can carry you. Like, Ed used to be good, so I would have him carry me. You catch that, Ed? Did you catch that? Deadeye, front loader. No, no. Is that a Hellwalker? Yeah, let's pick it up. Hellwalkers are great. Might share that with one of you if you start playing Borderlands 3. Alright. This was like Alright. I give up, Ed. I don't get you. Give up, man.
Come on, boy.
Still love you, though.
Good find.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. It's total whammies.
Gorge yourself.
Wish a lot of them had open world exploration mode. Oh, on the battle royals. Yeah, now I got you. That is, I mean, that's kind of a big part of it, right? You're exploring, looking for loot. You could always jump, like, to the way outside part of the circle, away from where it might close down, and just farm loot. Play your own little RPG game. Sometimes it's a good way to win, actually. Play the circle as much as possible. Could totally do that. It's a valid strategy. Just like camping and COD is a valid strategy. Even though it hates it. We got, why is my cat down here? Is she meowing? Have you guys heard her? She never comes down here. She's like sitting right next to me. She's staring at the dog with like evil cat eyes. Yeah, so BRs, there's a circle that slowly condenses over time, which is what forces people into battles, right? Because if you're outside the circle, you'll die. So what a lot of people do is play the edge of the circle and just loot, 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 which will usually keep them away from people. And then that way when they get to the final circle, then they have like a ton of stuff to help them win in the end. That's the thought process anyways. You have other people that will hot drop in BRs, meaning they'll drop like where stuff's more than likely going to go down and just kill people for loot. So you have multiple ways to do it. But your exploration mode would be more like the drop at the edge of the circle. I love going balls. Yeah, I know. You like dropping hot. Charles, I'll carry you a victory in Battle Royales. You let me know what game, buddy. Well, yeah, it needs to hit Stadia, and then Ed'll be there. I'm going to screenshot this, too, so you can't take it back. Okay, done. Okay, you're all set. Ed's going to carry you. He used to be able to carry me. I don't know if he still can. He used to be really good. One Stadia gets a BRM in every day. Dude, I want their first party one, man. Just a big ol' map. How about a real-life version of some city? War-torn after a nuclear apocalypse. You have to fight to survive, like in New York or something. Because they could have that kind of scale. That'd be kind of sick. Why are you trying to hurt me? Aw, poor Ed. I'm sorry. I didn't really mean it. I did, but now that I hurt your feelings, I feel bad. Okay, for real. Are we done now? You guys have more questions? Do you want to talk more? You good? Let's finish these guys. I think we'll get some like Apex or some of those others pretty quick here. I really do. I know the Apex devs said they weren't sure about putting on Stadia just because they weren't sure how latency would affect it, but then they're on GeForce now, so. And the latency on Stadia is better. So I'm going to assume it's going to come. We need that EA partnership to pay off. I don't know where their games are. They announced back at GDC a year ago that they were partnering, and we haven't seen them. Could be one of those like we talked about with Activision earlier, where they could just be waiting till the narrative changes some and the community grows, and then bam, EA access on the service. Who all will do that? Would you guys do that? If you could do Stadia Free or Stadia Pro and then get the subs on top, like get Uplay Plus, which you already know is coming, so you get all the Ubisoft games for $15 a month, right? Even the new release ones as soon as they come out. And then also EA Access. Would you all do both of those? I mean, if you did that, you'd have like most of the games with what, $25 a month? I don't know. I'd be pretty tempted to do that. It would definitely save money in the long run than rather than buying a lot of the games you end up playing. I'm hoping they announce in a heartbeat. Yeah, see, I'm kind of the same. I'm hoping they announce EA access for it. It just makes sense. Uplay I'm definitely getting.
I can shatter that crystal.
That's gonna be well sometime early this year. Be nice if it launches like end of March or maybe early April because Ubisoft's fiscal year starts in April. But we'll see. The problem is I can barely play what I have. Hoping for a bundle. Ooh, bundle would be nice. I know. I know, X. That's the same thing I was talking about. I was saying that was kind of the bonuses of me going with Stadia is because it forced me to a smaller library, right? Because it's a brand new ecosystem, a brand new platform. They're going to start from the beginning. So the library's going to, of course, start smaller. It's like when PS1 came out or when the original Xbox first came out, right? You just had those initial games and it built from there. It kind of forced my library smaller so I could keep up with it and then go from there. But they've had such great sales, I'm already like behind again. But the options are good. It really is good to have other options, so. I think as long as I kind of stay on top of it a bit, at least the big games, I'll be good. I don't mind if some of the older games are in my backlog. Why is this guy saying shake my booty? Oh, it's a hoarder tank. Get him. Oh my gosh, we almost lost him. Want to avoid subscriptions other than Stadia Pro, but if they can make a good enough deal, I'll consider. Yeah, there's a lot of people that like that, right? You just wanna buy the game that you know you like, as opposed to subscribing to something that maybe has 3 games you like and like 100 that you don't like. I totally get that. For me, I like subs because it gives me access to a ton more games than I would ever be able to afford if I bought them outright. You know? If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. So like take Game Pass, for example. That has like 100 games, right? For 10 a month or whatever it is. So if there's like 8 of those that I would like, that I want to buy, you're talking nearly $500 as opposed to the whatever, how many months it would take me to beat it at $10 a month. So, but I totally get both mindsets. Man, these legendaries are dropping are not very good, by the way. You taking off, Charles? All right, thanks, Charles. I don't mind having more games on Stadia, though, because I don't have to download or mess with storage. I had that exact conversation with Ed last night. So I hopped on last night. I was playing some Stadia, and then they were playing Where were you guys going to, Ed? Oh, they're going to Halo 5. And I was like, oh, well, I have to download that game. So I started that download, which was taking forever, but then I also had to decide, well, what am I going to uninstall? Because I've got a 4 terabyte external drive for that stupid thing that's already full. Because games are just so large now, right? We have so many games over 100 gigabytes. So those things fill up so fast. You can have, what, max 10 games on a terabyte? Probably less than that. And it's just done. I was thinking about this earlier. I think that's also another reason these console guys are really going to start pushing cloud now. Not only because of the performance you can get from the cloud for gaming, but because storage is going to become a legit issue. As these games get bigger and bigger and bigger, you're just not going to have anywhere to store them. You're going to constantly have the issue of, okay, what do I uninstall to install this? Okay, we want to play this week. Well, shit, that means I have to uninstall this. Yeah, it's going to become even more of an issue, Meg, because these games are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You're talking 8K. As big as these games are at 4K, imagine the game sizes at 8K, which is where the next push will be. You can have, what, like 4 games installed on a console hard drive? I mean, come on. That's a whole nother reason that console gaming is going to become the main push. Because storage is going to be a huge issue. So just run it off their data centers. Never have to worry about it. Never have to worry about buying a new console, upgrading my PC. Never have to worry about storage. All I have to worry about is that I have good internet. Right? It'll be less about, dude, what kind of build do you have? It'll be more about what kind of connection do you have? Like, that's it. What's your speed and what's your ping rate? What's your packet loss? Like, that's all that's gonna matter. It's pretty cool. Get the boss. That is a whole nother side bonus thing, yeah. You have to think about. And then, of course, the performance bonuses we talked about earlier, which are going to be huge on that. Dang it. See, this is what happens when I use my Elite controller instead. My sprint and melee are on different thumbsticks. I killed myself. You gonna get that new Xbox? Nope, I am not. I'm keeping my Game Pass because I also want to play the new Halo. Of course, I love Halo, but I'll just play it on my PC. Like, there's no reason for me to get the new Xbox. Makes no sense. They've also already said that everything will work on that One X anyway. So if I wanted to play it on the console, I can just play it on there. Yeah, I'm fully cloud, man. Stadia is my main platform. I'm not buying any more hardware. No. Save that money and put it towards more games. Also, what Freeze Up does when we're about game size. Game size, and they can depend on the speeds, right? We've seen that. Like, load times on this game, Borderlands 3 on the Xbox, even the One X, are awful. They're so awful. They're like over a minute on some spots. So they know they can bank on faster streaming of levels and faster loading, right? And almost no loading because they're using those data center solid state drives. Is Stadia getting it when it comes out? Getting what? Halo? You're saying Halo? No, that's a MS exclusive. But it's hitting PC and Xbox, so like I could play it on my PC or my One X. I don't have to have the new console. It works on everything moving forward. That's Microsoft's big push, is eventually a cloud, and right now play on everything and anything. I think that's kind of them getting people used to the idea of, hey, you can play this on anything. And now that you're used to that idea, hey, everything's in the cloud. That's why Phil Spencer the other day, right, said that their biggest gaming competitors now moving forward are going to be Amazon and Google. He knows. He knows cloud's the future. He's not dumb. He's a smart dude.
To fight.
He's just setting the narrative now that they're preparing for it. Man, these legendaries are just god awful. No, I seriously, yeah. Halo, no, I seriously doubt it. They're still going to want exclusives for their Microsoft ecosystem, so Windows/Xbox. So yeah, I'll just play it on my PC or something. When I want to play through the campaign, maybe play some multiplayer. Again, my point was you don't need to get the new. I don't need the new console. My computer will be able to run it, and my current Xbox will be able to run it.
Sniffed it out, did you?
But like all the new stuff, so Stadia specific stuff and third-party stuff, which that's the stuff that really sells the most, is third-party games. All those I'll definitely get on Stadia. Cyberpunk, Stadia. Modern Warfare and those, when they start coming out, Stadia. No, get him! No, he made it. No, I don't need the new console. It's gonna be all sexy. Yeah, it's also gonna be ridiculously expensive, and it might be delayed because of the, unfortunately, a side effect of the virus. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I always think about the loss of life, and think about how sad that is. I don't think about like the trickle down effect sometimes that can affect manufacturing and things. That's just, it's crazy all the stuff that it affects. Loss of life is the super sad part, but you don't think about the other things. Yeah, man, $500. That's 8 games at full price. That's, yeah. That's nuts. Yeah, right? xCloud will give you, you don't need to own a console or anything. xCloud, you can do it just like Stadia. Just play this stuff in the cloud on your phone. Eventually it's coming to PC, right? He's already said that. So like I was telling some others, PS Now is going to be doing the same thing for PlayStation. Eventually they'll put their exclusives day one on PS Now to drive those subs up. So there's going to be a point in not the too distant future that you don't need any hardware, specific hardware, and ooh, a flacker, and they'll play all the games from like every platform. Just great. Take all those barriers away so people can play together regardless of what they're playing on or want to play on. Only 250. That is a roundabout thing that you know shouldn't be legit, and it just is. And when cloud gaming becomes a thing, say bye-bye to that. Say bye-bye to that. I don't know why I just pulled that out just now, because that was a waste. I agree. Right now, though, it does save a lot of money. On the Stadia side, by the way, if you want to save some money, you just reminded me of something. There's an app. What is the app called? Hold on, let me find it. It's a rewards thing that Google does. Where's it at? 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 Why can't I see it? Why am I blind? Really? Putting myself on the spot now. I can't find. Oh, there. Oh, it's just called Rewards. On the Android App Store, just look for Rewards. So they'll send you surveys periodically. Usually pretty quick, short surveys. But you can get like 50, 60 cents per one, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it starts adding up, and it's actually gotten me a couple games that have been on sale on Stadia. It's pretty cool, so that's a good way to do it. And then if you have an Android phone, you can actually use Google Play Cards on the app to buy games, and a lot of times you can get those on discount on like CD Key and other places like that. So yeah, there's quite a few ways to save money. You just had me think of that. Thanks, Ed. Sorry, puppy. Let's fix my chat. Okay, I don't think there's anything good in here. Nope. Bad. All bad. Yeah, I think it's cdkey.com or cdkeys.com. It's a place you can get discounted games and codes and stuff. So sometimes I'll have specials on Google Play cards and stuff. There's one time I got them on 50% off. So you combine that with the sales they have, and you can get games crazy cheap.
Good find, Beats.
Nope, 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 nope.
I see you.
Dang it, keep hitting the wrong stupid button. Where does backpack go? Did I lose his backpack? No, I think it was right here. Oh, man. Conference call. Yeah, if it had the gamma burst, it'd be great. I don't know. It's a good question. I guess we'll see. I assume it will. I'm saying when they go fully cloud, which is probably the next generation. That will be going away. You just won't be able to do it. The only reason you can do it now is because of the physical things that you can set to your different homes. When everything's in the cloud, it's just going to be tied to one account, right? I mean, you can just keep using your old hardware forever. You're stuck forever. Oh, Sid asked for lemonade and ice, asked for tea and popcorn, and Kitty would like chips. See? See my family? These are things I do so I can game. Daughter wants some lemonade. Wife wants some tea. And our cat apparently would like some treats. There you go. So while this is loading, if you guys don't mind, I thought I was going to end this, but we'll just keep going. At least for a little longer. Unless people leave while I get my family snacks. If you do, thanks for stopping by. Otherwise, I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Ah, you found a chest.
Talk amongst yourselves.
find something for me?
I'm back, ladies and gents. Have you been keeping yourselves busy? Let's see. Let's catch up. It's so fun. Even the cat has an order. Oh, 100%. The cat is part of the family. She knows it. She's very spoiled. Gosh dang it, man. It wasn't just snacks she wanted. She wanted like some chips, some fancy sun chips or something. My cat, the sun chip eater. Link. Hey, what's up, Link? Linkaroo. Ed, no matter what happens, I'll stay on Xbox. I will definitely invest more in Stadia eventually, but with me moving, this is going to be like my only contact with Recon. Dude, I totally get it. I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm never giving up Xbox completely. I'm like investing in the ecosystem, but I'll use it for the exclusives, which they're going to have a lot more of, right? With all the studios that I can't play anywhere else. So like, but I'll just play on my PC. Like I'll play on existing stuff because I don't need to buy new stuff. Plus, eventually they'll just move into the cloud anyway. So, but like all third-party stuff, I'll buy. But on your specific Carlos and Rico comment, all you need to buy then is Call of Duty, right? Like that's literally it. You just buy one game, you're set for a year with them. Dude, screw Carlos and you guys. But no, I totally get it. I've had that conversation with you guys. Once I moved, and because I also work remote, some of you may know, some of you may not know, I work remotely from home. Yeah, online gaming is like the best way for me to stay in touch with friends, like 100%. So I absolutely get it. If I didn't have this, I think I'd be pretty insane. Who is shooting at me right now? It's true. You have to buy one game, then you're set for Carlos and Rico. I really think Carlos needs to try more Stadia with him wanting to stream. It's so much easier, Ed. I know he was having issues with streaming before because of the single system. With Stadia, your computer's doing no heavy lifting. Like you're just capturing a video stream. So, like I'm doing this on a single system on 2 screens. And yeah, man, it's so easy. It uses no CPU power. Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. Quarter tank. What do we get? We get nothing. I mean something, but not something we want. Oh, he's trying to get up. No, get away. Dang it. Pulling out the turret. Here we go. It's Carlos. He's going to find a way to break it. To break Stadia? I mean, that's pretty unbreakable. You don't have any access to the hardware. If he could break Stadia, I would be thoroughly impressed. They may actually pay him a fee. That'd be like learning how to crack into Xbox Live or something.
Feel the bloodlust.
Find the security loophole. Wait, so good news and bad news. Which first? Oh, always bad. I've always told a friend of mine, if it's good news, bad news, just give me the bad news, because that means there really is no good news. The bad always overrides it. Usually. I'm ready. I'm waiting in anticipation. Man, it's like some serious anticipation.
Knew there was a reason I kept you.
2,200 for holy cannoli, man. That is a lot. Excuse me. That got stuck in my throat. You just got me choked up thinking about that much money. Holy man. Hey, but you don't have to buy hardware now, right? Because Stadia? No? It's too soon to work that in there? Oh my god, there you go again, just hitting the wind. Oh shoot, there's anointed here. He's trying to kill me with the purple orb of death. Get away. Watch out, dog. I'm gonna kill you. Ow! Dude, that asshole just hit me in the butt. What a jerk.
I need a helmet.
Good news to it, I can span it multiple visits, and yes, no hardware upgrades. Also good news, the money I was saving is about half already, so I'll probably need to use that maybe. The money I was using is half already. So that's good news or bad news?
Crack you open.
Like you were ahead of schedule? Sorry, I'm not following. That sucks for the dental visit, man. Holy smokes. What have you been eating? Poor teeth. Oh, good news. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you were able to get it worked out. I'm glad your mouth will be feeling better. That's good, right?
I missed you, boy.
Oh my god, keep doing it. Oh my gosh.
So you found me some loot.
Oh, look at he's doing little hearts. He's so happy he got me loot. Who's Uncle Puppy? Who's oh? I shouldn't do that. My dog is sleeping next to me. She's gonna get all happy and be sad when I tell her we're not going for a walk right now. Yep, there it goes. She's looking at me. Sorry, Peppers. I didn't mean to get you excited. I was talking to my virtual dog. Oh, I thought you had him, dog. Dang it, dog. Just because it's been long and I need my wisdom tooth pulled, they pull in pairs. Ow. Can you even talk right now? Are you like on like some major drugs? Are you like thinking crazy thoughts like you'll see on America's Funniest Home Videos sometimes? Where people think like their head's falling off or something crazy? Because all those drugs that get you on? Oops, I'm stuck. Oh. Apparently they need me to power cycle again on the system upstairs. Apparently it's not. This was just the pre-op to see what I need done. Oh, so they haven't pulled it yet. Okay, one more time. I'm going to go help the family with their technology woes. Apparently they have an issue again. I promise I will not be gone long. I'll be right back.
refined beast. How can I follow the hunt by not moving?
This is what I'm here for, apparently, in this house, is to unplug things and plug things back in. Just FYI. That's how I fix stuff. Magic. Let's see, get catch up. Pulling pairs, oh, this is just a pre-op, hence I'm happy that I could span this out in multiple visits. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, like the actual work you would span out in multiple? See, I think I'd want it all done at once. I'd be like, okay, whatever you need to get out, just do it all now. Let me deal with the pain one time. Ow, what? Oh, there's a big ol' anointed. Get him, doggy. Get him, dog. He's killing my dog. There we go. I totally get it, though. I'd be like, man, just yank it all. Just get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off. That melee didn't work. Anything? Anything? No. Alright. Let's do one more run this time for reals. This time. For reals. Say all my goodbyes to all of you. Again, thanks everyone for hanging out. It was so much fun. We talked about way more stuff than I had planned on. But that's what makes That's what makes streaming so much fun, right? Just talking to people. Back at that. One more on top of the next 10 runs. You shut your mouth, sir. I've only said it like 5 times. That's not 10. Sir, I will have you know. Oh my gosh. I already opened the backpack? I did. That's the only thing I got? Should we go? Whoa. Did that mound just like grow? Did you see that in front of me? Should we do one more until I get something good and then we end it? Or should I just end it? Okay, we'll do one more. We'll just do one. Oh, see? Meg's calling it. Thank you, Meg. See, now that Meg's leaving, I can finally leave. Oh my gosh. We can finally cut this off and make it a short, informative video that lasted, hold on, let's see. This short, informative video is, even the uptime takes forever. 2 hours. This short, informative video is 2 hours long. Holy man. We had so much conversation going on, though. I can't be mad. But thank you, Meg, so much for hanging out. I'm going to make sure to stop by her stream. Make sure all of you in chat check out her stream. I'm hearing good things, and I haven't seen it yet, so I have to now. I'm super interested. Let's kill all these mans. Wow, no loot. See, that's a perfect time to end it. Chili recipe. Okay, we did it. We did it, everyone. Yeah, thanks so much, all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this now. Normally on Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays. So we'll see you next time. We'll chat more. This Friday, of course, I won't be on. It's Valentine's, and I gotta take care of the wife, so we can be happy together. But yeah, it was a ton of fun. Thanks so much, everyone. Thanks, Ed. Thanks, Link. Thanks, Meg. Thanks, X. Thanks. Whoever else I'm missing that I don't remember because it's been so long. Chase was here. Yeah, thanks, everybody. Appreciate it so much. Have a good one.